Hello everybody and welcome back. Happy 2025. I hope each and every one of you got into the year well enough and you had some time to relax, either because you were celebrating Christmas or you were relaxing because the rest of us were. Yeah, I wanted to start this year off with a new project, and I think it's about time to do another 3D printer. So that's what I'm doing, and I have been designing for quite a while, so I do have some things that I built. I also have quite a lot of things that didn't go to plan, and yeah, the printer that I'm building is going to be another Robin, of course. All my printers are called Robin. But this one is going to be a little bit different because it's going to be a Core XY printer. And I've already spent quite a lot of time doing the basic design. I haven't actually finished anything yet, and as usual I made a huge mistake because I started designing it from the inside to the outside, and I know that that is usually a problem because if anything changes along the way you have to change all the parts, but I've managed so far, and I think I came to something that I could, well, basically call a very early prototype, and I want to share what it's like. So many of you may, or some of you may remember the Bad Robin 3D printer that I built, which was a very simple printer. It only had 18 parts, all of them 3D printed, and the rest of the parts that made it up were easily accessible through Amazon, eBay, whatever, and it was very easy to build and reproduce once you had one. It was also very easy to repair, and because of its design and because the extruder part was very light, it could go at pretty much insane speeds, and it still can. So I wanted to start off with the same thing. I wanted to build the printer that had a very light extruder and a very common hot end. So in the end I decided to go for a Bamboo Lab clone because they can be had for almost nothing, and they're high flow. They can go up to pretty high temperatures, and they are very easily available right now, and I think that is just going to improve. What I'm also keeping is there will only be one fan, and the fan will be sucking air through the cooler of the hot end, and it will be expelling it downwards over the print. On the original Robin this worked very well. This time the air inlet for the cooling air is at the top, so it will be pulling the air in at the top. We'll be pressing it through the cooling fins, and it will then go down over the print. What I also wanted to change was I wanted to have a tap, so there would be very simple leveling because the extruder itself is able to move, and it took me quite a while to design something that I was happy with, and it turned out to be pretty simple, but it was a long, hard way to get there. So basically, this extruder part is mounted on 2 screws. These screws have a rod going through it, and the 3D print actually travels on the rod, and this moves very well. There is a micro switch embedded in the bottom of the rail and block, and it is actually held to the block using magnets. So there are 5 magnets in the head. I think this one only has 4. I think 4 are enough. 3 of them will hold the extruder to the block, and 2 of them are working together with the spring-loaded micro switch, and they make sure that when it sits back, it is held to the block and it cannot vibrate. And the entire rest of the extruder and the hot end is designed so it is as light as possible. And that was one of the things that was super complicated. I think this version is pretty good. I'm not 100% sure that I'm not going to change anything. I may be able to get the extruder maybe 2 to 3 millimeters closer to the rail, which would give me a little bit better leverage for getting the switch to pop, but I don't think that's a problem right now. Also, the X-axis switch is also on the extruder block, because then we can just have almost all of the cabling going up with the Bowden tube. And because of this design, this 3D printer will need a Bowden drive. But yeah, I think that won't be a problem, because I do not want to go that insanely fast at the beginning. And even if I am, I think we can manage with a strong extruder at the Bowden driver, and then the rest is tuning. Yeah, right. So that's where I'm at with the frame parts. Basically, I have the X and Y axis. So right now I have to reprint a number of parts because I made a slight mistake. I miscalculated the distance between the bearings on the X and Y axis part. So actually this bearing here is 2 millimeters out too far, and it needs to move back. But all of the rest of the roller bearings for the belt are already in place. Yeah, this printer is going to be designed as a 2-post printer. There will be one Z-axis post here and one over there. The steppers for the XY will be alongside the post, and there will be 2 threaded rods pushing it up and down. I did not go for a 4-post design right now because I think for a beginner printer this will make more sense, and if it works out, then it will also be very sturdy. I will be using either item or clip AL profiles for the body. It will have a heated print bed, and like I said, it will have auto leveling. But still, I want to build it in a way that once it's set up correctly, it should not move in any way. It should just be perfectly aligned, and you should just be able to use simple Z probe and no bed leveling. That is basically my dream scenario. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to get there in the end, but for a design, that's it. I have not decided on a name for the 3D printer yet, because I've never had the time. But since the frame and the XY axis are basically going to have 3 H shapes in them. There will be one double H in the frame holding it, and you have the 2 Z-rods going up, and there will be another H shape in the Z-axis and one in the Y-axis. So I'm thinking of calling it the 3H Robin. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll think of something fun. Yeah, but basically that's it. That's where I'm going right now. All of these parts, by the way, are printed from ABS. I did purchase a Voron kit before Christmas, and I actually made a video about putting the Voron kit together, but I haven't put that one out yet because some of the things went wrong when I was building it, and there were parts missing. And I'm so happy with this printer that the video is not going to represent the end achievement. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. But if you're interested, leave a comment, and I'll think about that. Yeah, that's it. Basically, this is the start of a new project for this year. I think the original Bad Robin printer took about 7 months to get right, and as far as I know, up to now we have several hundreds built. A lot of schools took up the design, and it was designed for schools, so I'm really happy about that. Let's see where we can get with this printer. I'm really looking forward to it, and I really hope it will be as fast as I'm trying to design it. Yeah, kind of a short video, but thank you very much for watching, and bye-bye.